So I got a few things to talk about. A lot of Republicans running around saying, what has Joe Biden done since becoming president? What, you don't read? You don't get TV? All right, I'll help you out. Joe Biden passed an unprecedented $1.9 trillion COVID relief bill in 50 days. Now, this bill is going to help small businesses, schools, children, put vaccines in people's arms, and put money in their pockets. It's already being implemented, and a lot of people already have their money. Oh, and he also promised that he would put 100 million vaccines in arms by his 100th day. Well, they reached 100 million vaccines, and it's day 58. Now, in all this time, he's never lied once, he hasn't insulted anybody, and hasn't played a single round of golf. So what's your point? You're welcome for this teaching moment. You know, a lot of people voted for Donald Trump because he thought he was a tough guy. Yeah, he's a tough guy. It's about time America got tough. In fact, Donald Trump is like every other bully, just a scared little boy putting on a show, hoping against hope that he can fool some people, and damned if he didn't fool some people. But he's a wimp. He's a coward. You know who the real badass is? Joe Biden. I'll illustrate it for you. Joe Biden gets into office and he says Vladimir Putin is a killer. Now, he doesn't try to avoid Putin. He gets on the phone with him. He says to him, I know who you are. You know who I am. I don't think you have a soul. Putin says, well, I guess then we understand one another. And then Putin says, I wish you good health, which to me sounds like some bullshit mafia threat. Look, Biden is not taking shit from anybody, especially Vladimir Putin. He basically told Vladimir Putin he could suck it. And that's exactly how our president should act with our largest adversary. You don't kiss his ass. You don't become indebted to him. You don't let him push us around and control what happens in America. You keep him at a distance and you keep him ready because you're just as tough as he is. That's how a president should act. That's what Joe Biden is doing, and that's what Donald Trump didn't do. You know, I was talking on one of my shorter videos about this murder in Atlanta, the 8 people that were killed by this inbred piece of shit. And there was some talk whether it was racially motivated or not. He says not, but I think that's bullshit. I think that's the sheriff's department saying, look, we don't want that heat. You don't want the extra trouble. Just say it's not racially motivated. Not sure of that, but it wouldn't surprise me in the least. But during that period yesterday, there was a Cherokee County deputy sheriff that was talking to the media. Now, when he was talking, he said, well, basically this guy had a bad day and he did what he did. Everybody's out around screaming, oh, he's a racist, he's a jerk, he's an idiot. And immediately my reaction was, oh, maybe we should give this guy a little benefit of the doubt. Maybe he's just stupid. Maybe he's just doing this arrogant cop talk. But then we find out that he's selling racist T-shirts on his Facebook page about the China flu. And he's also making posts that are racially motivated. So this guy, Jay Baker, this captain or this sheriff's deputy, is exactly who everybody thought he was in the first place. So the benefit of the doubt that I gave him, I shouldn't have done. He is, in fact, a racist piece of shit. And he's the exact epitome of what is bad in police departments in America today. People talk about defunding the police. I'm not for defunding the police. We have to have police departments to keep peace in our communities. But we do have to do something. And we do have to eradicate people like this. And unfortunately, our police departments are infested with people like this. We have to find a way to get them out. Now, as I've said before, I personally think the people that are at fault are the police unions, because they're strong and they don't allow these idiots to be accountable. They get away with whatever they want. They become rogue and act like they're all powerful. And that's not what police departments are supposed to do. They're supposed to be working for us and keeping us safe, not putting us in danger just by virtue of dealing with them, whether you be black, white, Asian, or what have you. Now, we've had a rash of Asian assaults, seemingly for no reason at all. And people are wondering, why is that happening? Well, I'll tell you. We've got Donald Trump. Not all of his followers are white supremacists, but all white supremacists are his followers. They don't like anything that's not white. And when Donald Trump said this was the China flu, he was basically putting a flag on every Asian in this country as the enemy. So these stupid, ignorant, white supremacists think they have to attack them, and they do. Now, Donald Trump could fix this, but he chose not to. They continually put Asians in harm's way because they perpetuate this Asian racism, this China flu. Now, here's the crazy thing. Not everybody in America is from China. You got people that are Thai, Korean, Japanese, Filipino. But these idiots don't know the difference. They just see somebody Asian and they feel like they need to attack them. They feel like Trump would want them to attack them because they brought us the China flu, which is ironic because you started out telling us it was a hoax. It was no big deal. I don't need to wear a mask. You know, it's funny. Donald Trump's voice is starting to fade. The people who celebrate him are starting to fade, but they're still there, and they're still close enough to the forefront to do some damage. So we must do something with them. We must somehow control them, eradicate them, or do whatever we need to do. This is just people on the street, but when you have them in the police departments, that makes it even worse. Racism isn't right, it isn't fair, and it isn't safe. And there's no place for it in the United States of America. If you think there is, then you have a problem. You have a problem with me and a lot of people with a logical, critically thinking mind. Thanks for joining me. I'll talk to you again soon.